Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us, Team Mosso at the 1916 Company for purchase pricing and availability questions regarding this watch. Today we're discussing a model launched in 2019 and built through the present day, 42 millimeters in platinum from F.P.Journe. This is the latest version of the Tourbillon Souverain. So harking back to that original 1991 Tourbillon Remontoir prototype, F.P.Journe's first wristwatch, this is the continuation of that watch and the model, the Tourbillon Souverain, that launched its eponymous brand in 1999. Now, this is bigger, but it is purposefully large. 42 millimeters in diameter in platinum. It's 13.8 millimeters thick from lug tip to lug tip. It is 51.7 millimeters with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. It's massive with a gold dial movement and platinum case. You really feel the heft. Now, I'm not going to recommend this watch for a wrist smaller than mine. My wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference, and I feel like we're maxed out here. Under 14 millimeters with a domed bezel, it should slide underneath most dress cuffs and tight sleeves, but you can see down the barrel, I just don't have a lot of remaining margin to go any smaller. The wrist that you're seeing here is the smallest one that can wear this watch. Strap, high grade. We have medium rectangular scale alligator leather in matte blue. We've got a folded edge, monotone stitch, small round scale gaiter on the bottom. The idea is gaiter on both sides is more expensive, but it makes for a longer lasting strap. We have a pull tab spring bar, so you can quickly remove the strap without tools. And the lugs are drilled close to the case, which helps smaller wrist fit. And a curved spring bar is used so there's no impediment to the motion of the strap. We've got a Journe pin buckle right here. Journe makes dials, movements, buckles, and cases in-house, so it is a fully integrated manufacturer. The case is a familiar form with the flanges of the case back and the bezel defining the mid-case. Tapered integrated lugs. We've got Journe's now famous unsigned but knurled and double dimpled crown. Domed bezel, the dial, 4N red gold with a clou de Paris, and you can see that we have grand faux enamel for the hours, minutes, and seconds. We have a deadbeat seconds mechanism that's actually propelled by the underlying 1 second remontoir. So I should probably wind this a little bit more. The watch features a constant force device and now an 80-hour power reserve. One of the reasons the watch is bigger now is for a larger mainspring. You can see there's a power reserve indicator. We've got the deadbeat second mechanism. The constant force device ensures a consistent force is applied to the balance via the escapement, so it maintains constant amplitude and can be adjusted in very precise fashion. New for this generation, the Tourbillon moves faster. It's still 3 hertz or 6 beats per second, but the carriage turns in 30-second circuits, so it's twice as fast as a standard Tourbillon, and the logic here is self-evident. Journe figures your watch is going to spend a lot of time on your dresser at night, so because a tourbillon can't anticipate which way the wrist may twist during the day, it doesn't work as perfectly as when it's in a single orientation in the pocket, as on a pocket watch. But here, dial up, the tourbillon is vertical. Dial down, the tourbillon is vertical. Crown down, the tourbillon is vertical. Crown up, the tourbillon is vertical. The idea is for all of the time of the day that this watch is not on your wrist, the tourbillon will in fact be canceling out the effects of gravity. Now you can see polished screws on dial side. We've got the power reserve indicator. He invented and made it. He certainly did. Remontoir d'égalité, that is the constant force. Seconde mot, that is the deadbeat second. Flip it all over. You can see the movement is large. So the watch features 18-karat red gold used for caliber 15-19. So 15 is the size in French ligne. You can see the mechanism underpinning the remontoir. It is a secondary escapement. So the barrel for about 50 hours will not directly drive the tourbillon. You want to wind this watch at the same time every day to ensure regularity. You have the linear titanium spring that underpins the remontoir system. You can see the finishing is to a much higher standard than on previous Journe tourbillon watches, as the entire structure for the remontoir and the underlying bridge for the tourbillon, mirror finished and beveled, circular Côte de Genève across the bridge. As you can see, anglage has been applied, and we have this spectacular polished and mirrored concave to reflect light onto the tourbillon, the better to view and enjoy it. Screw heads are all black polished with chamfered slots in circumference, and there's solarization on the crown wheel core. It's a great looking movement and properly fills this case back, as it's 34.6 millimeters in diameter and it all pivots on 32 jewels. The tourbillon features both a free-sprung architecture for precise adjustment and shock resistance and an overcoil hairspring, so it will keep excellent time in any position, even if it's not just sitting on your dresser. All this 30 meters water resistant, so splashes only, don't take it swimming. If you want to know more, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.